When a woman cheats, at first it doesn't feel like your heart's breaking. It feels like the ground just shifted under you, like you're standing in a house that suddenly doesn't feel like home anymore. You don't blow up in rage right away. Your mind just freezes, and then it starts spinning fast. You go back in time, replay every little moment. That one time she turned away when you kissed her. The nights she was quiet, too quiet. The morning she got dressed but didn't say where she was going. You think about the little lies, the shifts in her tone, the empty look in her eyes when you asked, "Are you okay?" And she said, "I'm fine." But you know what hurts more than the betrayal itself? It's what she says when the truth finally comes out. She doesn't come running with tears begging for forgiveness. Sometimes she just walks in, sits down and says, "We need to talk." And in that moment, you already know, you feel it in your chest, that cold, heavy ache, like your heart knows before your brain can catch up. And then she says things like, "You weren't there for me," or "You don't know how lonely I felt." As if her pain gave her permission to break your world apart, as if your silence justified hers, as if all the little cracks in the relationship somehow made this okay. And then comes the line that cuts the deepest. It just happened, but we both know it never just happens. This didn't start with one night. It started way before that, in the quiet distance, in the cold shoulder, in all the times she stopped laughing at your jokes, stopped touching you in passing, stopped telling you about her day. When a woman cheats, it's not because she was bored on a Tuesday, it's because she started to feel invisible, unseen, unheard, unwanted. And instead of saying, "Hey, I'm not okay," she let someone else listen. Instead of fighting for the relationship, she found someone who made her feel seen, someone who smiled when she talked, who asked questions, who noticed her. And little by little she pulled away, first emotionally, then mentally, then physically, until one day you wake up next to her and realize she's already gone. You just didn't see it. So when she tells you, "You weren't there for me," what she really means is, "I checked out and I didn't tell you." And when she says, "It didn't mean anything," you know that's not true. Because for her to go that far, she had to give someone else the parts of herself she once gave only to you. Her stories, her late night thoughts, her vulnerability, her time, her affection. And that's what really breaks you. Not the cheating itself, but what it took to get there. All those moments she chose someone else while still coming home to you, still holding your hand, still calling you babe, still pretending. And the cruelest part, she might still say she loves you, and that will wreck you. Because how do you wrap your head around that? How does someone love you and still lie, still betray you, still give away what was sacred? Maybe she loved the comfort, maybe she loved the history, maybe she loved the version of you that once lit her up inside. But real love doesn't cheat. It doesn't sneak around in the dark. It doesn't look for someone else when things get hard. It doesn't take the easy way out. Real love shows up, even when it's messy, even when it hurts, even when it's hard to talk. So when she says, "I didn't mean to hurt you," just remember, she made choices, she crossed lines, she took steps one after another, knowing it could shatter everything, and she did it anyway. And what's worse, you'll start blaming yourself. You'll lie awake at night wondering, was I too cold? Was I too distracted? Did I miss something? That's the silent poison of heartbreak. It makes you carry pain that isn't yours. But hear this loud and clear. Her betrayal is not your failure. You can give your heart, your soul, your everything, and still not be enough for someone who doesn't know how to hold real love. And one day, this pain, as sharp and unbearable as it feels right now, it'll quiet. Her words won't echo the same way. Her excuses will feel empty. You'll see that her distance was never confusion. It was a decision. And you'll realize what shattered you was also what set you free. Because now you see her truth. Not the version you built in your heart, but the version that couldn't protect what mattered most you. And from that pain, you'll rise, not bitter, not broken, but stronger, wiser, and way more careful with the next woman, the one who looks you in the eyes and says, "I love you." And this time you'll know what real love is supposed to feel like.